Good evening, good morning, good night, you lovelies. It is the one, the only Cappy D Barra, and we are here for a review for NXT August 26th, 2025. I do not know where these where these lovely talents were last night. But I do have an update on NXT Heat Wave, something I said we'll be getting to. I'm a man of my word. Not a lot happened, nothing really important happened, but we'll be getting to the importance. JC Jane, she did drop her TNA knockout title, meaning this whole Mercedes Moné invasion TNA WCW thing is dead. It's dead. It's dead in the water. The shit already ran its course with fucking Trick Williams, right? Happy to see that. Next fucking thing that we have to deal with NXT. Dark State did pick up the championships against Hank and Tank, so that's a thing. That's something we're moving towards, right? Not really that excited for what the fuck we can get with here, but I fuck with the Dark State, so let's see what we can get with this. Ethan Page goes over on Damian Kemp. I believe that match was on Heat Wave. I'm not too positive about that. I'm 90% sure it was. Obi Femi also does retain against Javon Evans, prolonging the stiflement of these amazing talents in developmental. And all in all, not a lot else happened. Blake Monroe also went up against Jordan Grace, and we'll be talking about that later. Blake Monroe also goes over clean. A lot of things about Heat Wave, but all that matters is that Forbidden Door was better. That's all that matters. Forbidden Door was better, and there's not a lot you could say about it. All right, now we start off this night with Ricky Starks out there. Ricky Starks goes out there and he tries to give it his all, but I mean, he's really cooking up a pot of nothing here. Between Ricky Starks and Josh Briggs, I'm pretty sure you can imagine who goes over in that match. Give up this, really good charismatic performance, and it's not bad, but it's just really lackluster in the face of everything that they're trying to give us with this whole storyline. It's just a little lackluster. All in all, it just kind of seems like these guys are going nowhere very fast, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that entertained, folks. I'm not that entertained. Moving forward, we do get a segment between Blake Monroe and Kelani, and I mentioned earlier that there was a redone, and I mentioned earlier that there's a bit of a rerun from what we received earlier in the month with this exact same team up, if you want to call it that, of Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. And Blake Monroe gets chased around ringside, and she tries to head for the Uber door again, and it's chained up, and she goes back in the match. After her and Jordan Grace have this stare down, Jordan Grace doesn't put her hands on her because I guess that would be a DQ, right? She doesn't want Blake Monroe to win the match, I guess, or some stupid shit like that. So they have this really weird kind of face-to-face thing where it's like, I'm not going to hit you. Then Blake Monroe runs in the ring. It's hit with Kaylani's finisher, 1, 2, 3, and that's the end of the match. This is exactly what the fuck happened during the last time Jordan Grace came out to confront Blake Monroe. And I want to remind everybody, this match that this run-in in this exact same spot already happened. It already happened. We already got the pay-per-view match between these two. What the fuck are we still doing this feud for? Why? It just doesn't make any sense, guys. It doesn't make any sense. Blake Monroe, she wins her pay-per-view match against this person, but she's scared to throw bows against her in the heat of battle. What the fuck ever, man. Whatever. Poor Kaylani can't even get over clean on this fucking company after eating pins for 2 years for these motherfuckers. It's just sad. Sad sight. All this shit is just dumb. All this shit is really stupid. We have a match next with some fucking guy. I don't even know. It's like Lexus King, and Miles Bourne. Miles Bourne is deaf. And now you're restricting his sight. I don't really know what the fuck is up with that. I don't really have anything else to say about that. He's deaf, and now you're making him blind. There was the exact same spot that Triple H pulled off between, I think it was I don't even fucking know. It was that long ago between Triple H and some guy where he hits the exact same spot. He lifts up the mask. He hits a finisher. 1, 2, 3. This shit is so fucking stupid, guys. It's so fucking stupid, and it's not even funny, oh man, this shit's really, man, I'm really getting a kick out of this. No, the guy, he touches the ref's shirt, he rakes the eye of the ref, and then he lifts up his mask to hit his finisher and get the 1, 2, 3. Now, I want to remind everybody that Miles Bourne doesn't wear shirts, so for the guy to touch the ref's shirt, feel it, and then rake the eye, that should be an immediate DQ. That should be an immediate DQ because nobody in this fucking ring except for the ref is wearing a shirt. Oh god, now we're gonna fucking get what, like, Alexis King, Miles Bourne program? Give me a fucking break, dude. Give me a fucking break. This shit's stupid. Next we get fucking women's wrestling. Just more, it's women's wrestling. I'm proud. You know, women's wrestling, the best shit on this fucking card. Women's wrestling saving the fucking day again. I wasn't able to catch everybody's name in this match, but it's probably one of the better matches of the night. The red team went over, if that means anything to anybody, the red team, because these people aren't getting proper fucking introductions, and they're not getting proper marketing when it comes to their advertising on anything. When it comes to NXT, WWE, they're just wrestlers. It's the ladies, or it's the star of the show, whether that be Blake Monroe or Ethan Page or whoever the fuck, right? No actual fucking real advertising for the people who deserve to be fucking pushed. Next, we get a match between Ricky Starks and Josh Briggs. I assume that this would be the main event, but I guess Ricky Starks just isn't there yet. I guess we're not counting Ricky Starks as a main event talent. So he is just wrestling Josh Briggs in the middle of the fucking show. Obi Femi comes down there. He kind of cooks him. He says, you know, I see failure. I see fear. You know, like, you're not anything compared to me. We all know that Ricky Starks isn't going over. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with Obi Femi. Obi Femi is one of the most over guys in the fucking company. He's also your champion. So they've kind of written themselves into a bit of a corner here. There's nobody who can literally take, there's nobody who can realistically take that belt off of Obi. Nobody. And it just is what it is. The Obi Femi segment with Ricky Starks soon turns into a brawl segment with Hank and Tank coming down to help Obi and Ricky against the Dark State. The Dark State, again, as we mentioned earlier, they defeated Hank and Tank for the championship, so now they're golded out. This is just kind of just like whatever. Like, it was probably one of the most watchable parts of the night due to Obi and Ricky and, you know, the Dark State's kind of, you know, entrance and their entire kind of like atmosphere that they create. But there's nothing really happening here, guys, because we're supposed to be building towards Ricky and Obi. Why the fuck is the Dark State out here? Why? You want to know why? Because we're 6 weeks away from War Games. That's why they're fucking out here. This shit's so fucking predictable, and it's so upsetting that nobody else can think to play it from a mile away like I can. But fuck it, right? That's fine. Next couple of matches of the night, we get Alba Fire versus the new Olympic red. I believe Maya Steele. I believe that's her name. Maya Steele and Alba Fire. It's okay. It's fine. It's just more her service bullshit, though. Like, we're literally trapped in a fucking her service vortex, just like we're trapped in a fucking Judgment Day vortex. And I'm going to say this shit wholeheartedly. Alba Fire, Piper Niven, and Chelsea Green should all be on the main shows. Why the fuck are they eating pins on NXT just to go up to SmackDown 2 days after this shit and eat more pins and get their face stuffed with cake and get fucking publicly humiliated? Why? Like, what's the point of any of this shit? Especially with such amazing wrestlers like Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, and even a fucking Alba Fire. Somebody I don't even watch that much. But like I've said before, all of these women are giving it their all because they know that they're not going to get any fucking shine in 2 months. So they're going out there and putting on fucking what they consider to be 5-star matches. Then unfortunately, just due to time constraints, it's only about 3 stars in reality. Man, is it a fucking disappointment. Ethan Page is out there just doing fucking shit with Chelsea Green and Damian Kemp, wasting away his fucking prime. I mean, this is a main Carter we're talking about in Ethan Page. Main Carter. Same thing with Ricky Starks and Obi Femi. Trick Williams, Devon Evans, you could fucking name it. Blake Monroe. All these people need to be on the main roster, but because that shit's so bloated, it's not gonna happen. All right, now we got situations like this where Ethan Page has a pretty predictable fucking feud with Damon Kemp. I mean, we can all imagine where the shit's gonna go the next pay-per-view. The fact that this shit's not already wrapped up the night after your most recent pay-per-view, it speaks a lot to the booking. Spoiler alert, Sean, this isn't the fucking booking of somebody who's writing a better show than Dynamite. I apologize, Sean, because it seems like you wholeheartedly believe that this shit is better than Dynamite. It's better than Raw, and that's it, brother. That's it. Honestly, that's all you're gonna fucking get from me, all right? SmackDown, Raw. Not a fucking inch as fucking close as you think you are to fucking Collision or Dynamite. Apologies, big guy. All right. Last match of the night, we get Soul Rika, Tatum Paxley and Lola Vice versus the JC Gang. JC Jane, I didn't speak on it earlier, but she did lose the knockout title to one TNA talent. I'm blanking on her name right now. But that kind of ends this whole kind of division invasion shit that they're trying to go for with the women's division belt. This shit was already blown so out of fucking proportion with the Trick Williams shit. I'm so happy that they're getting these belts back to TNA finally. But I'm saying all this to say that JC Jane isn't doing the whole Mercedes Moné belt collector thing anymore. That's not a gimmick anymore, right? No, stop saying fetch, all right? It's never gonna catch on. She ends up losing along with the rest of her gang to Lola Vice, Sol Ruka, and Tatum Paxley. Really solid match, maybe best match of the night, honestly. Yeah, Ricky Starks, I'm looking at you, nigga. Maybe best match of the night. Really fucking interesting premise though, being that all of these women are just kind of beating up each other to beat each other up. Like there isn't like a tag belt they're going for. This isn't like a tournament thing. It isn't even like a whoever can get to the top fastest gets a certified title shot. Nothing. These women are just beating the fuck out of each other to beat the fuck out of each other. And you know what? It's fine. It's a really okay match. Sol Ruka is a fucking gift to this company. Same thing with Lola Vice, really sharp in that ring. JC James doing the best she can with her character work. I mean, the ladies on this show are really trying to make the best out of this shit slop sandwich. But I'm not gonna lie, man, it really just comes off the heels of comments like a Shawn Michaels saying this is the best 2-hour show in the fucking history of wrestling. And it's like, you're wrong. You're blatantly fucking wrong. You want to know why? Because Ricky Starks and Josh Briggs is in the middle of your fucking card. Ricky Starks, Ethan Page is over here throwing flags over Damian Kemp. No disrespect to him, a 70 overall in 2K. A 70 overall in 2K. Oh, that's fucking laughable, man. It's fucking laughable. I'm not entertained. I think Heat Wave was probably the best thing that could have fucking happened for this night specifically, because all of that momentum just went into this night and they did fuck all nothing with it. It's like fucking seeing your car rolling down the street. You know nobody's in it. You know that shit's gonna hit the curb or the fucking sidewalk any second now. And what do? You just watch it roll. You just watch it go down the street. You make all these comments about all the other cars and everything else happening in the road, and then when your fucking car slams right into a stop sign, then it gets totaled. Now we have to sit here and ask some questions as, man, what could have led the fucking car to leave itself by its own? Like, what could have led the car to lead itself on its own? Oh man, what could have made the car crash? Oh man, what could have stopped that? Oh man, who could have stopped this car crash? You could have fucking stopped this car crash. This booking is atrocious. It's fucking atrocious. And there's only so many months we have until we restart all of this shit with fucking, what is it? The Great American Bash. No, my apologies, not the Great American Bash. One of the whatever NXT Stand and Deliver. Yes, until we get to Stand and Deliver all over again. I'm just so fucking over this fucking promotion, man. And I really do wish best for some of these fucking talents because they're godly. They're godly in that ring, but they're not gonna get anything with fucking Triple Fraud and the fucking Crooked Eye, man. They're just not. They're not. And it's unfortunate because I was ready. I was ready for SmackDown. You know, and now I have to ask myself, am I ready for depression? Am I ready to be let down? Am I ready for underwhelming results?
Captain, I said, are you ready?
I'm not, and I wasn't ready, and I was left wanting. I was left wanting a lot more. This was NXT, August 26, 2024, August 26, 2025. They gave it everything they got, but it just wasn't enough, huh? It just wasn't enough. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay beautiful. It's been Captain D Barra. Peace, y'all.